This is the story of a dream. A dream that creates ripples. A dream to break the ceiling. A dream of the people. Our dream. The dream of Pakistan. Lahore Qalandars player development program had already made history in Pakistan cricket by conducting the country's biggest cricketing trials activity ever. Gathering 5 lakh youth in just 2 years was not an easy task. This gigantic initiative to provide platform to Pakistani youngsters has now become a reason for hopes and creating dreams. It is not only about unearthing raw talent, but also is spreading the message of national accord with cricket. Bridging the gap between far-fetched areas and the metropolitan cities, and most importantly, giving new identity to the youth of Pakistan. They proved the sport to be a powerful unifying factor. Lahore Qalandars, for the 3rd consecutive year, created an opportunity for the youth to fulfill their dreams by bringing in the 3rd edition of their player development program. And this time, the trials were supervised by some of the greatest names of Pakistan cricket. The presence of these legends inspired youngsters to perform their best. While bowlers threatened the batsmen with Shoaib Akhtar's speed, the batsmen defended with Inzamam's patience. Merit was the only criteria. A team of 25 qualified coaches to ensure that every talented cricketer gets a fair chance of selection.
ये प्रोग्राम लाहौर कलंदर के लिए है। इसके अंदर ट्रांसपेरेंसी लाना लाहौर कलंदर के बेनिफिट में, क्योंकि अगर मेरा प्रोग्राम ये वाला ट्रांसपेरेंट होगा तो हमें अच्छे से अच्छा टैलेंट मिलेगा जो कि हमें PSL में सर्व करेगा।
This year, the idea was to cover all the nooks and crannies of Pakistan to excavate all the hidden gems. The journey that had begun from Punjab and discovered Azad Jammu and Kashmir in the last 2 years was going to announce itself in Gilgit-Baltistan, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and one of the most remote areas of Pakistan, FATA. The task was bigger than ever. Team of total 254 skilled and technical members worked day and night to organize the country's biggest activation of all time. The journey began from Gilgit, one of the most scenic places in the world. These were the first cricketing trials in the Gilgit-Baltistan region. The response was tremendous.
इनकी आमद से गिलगित बल्तिस्तान के नौजवानों को नई उम्मीद जो है वो पैदा हो गई है। आज आपने देखा गिलगित शहर में समा था, जश्न था और नौजवानों में एक नई ऐसी एक एक्टिविटी जनरेट हुई है जो नेशनल सतह पे हमारे यूथ को इंगेज करने के लिए भी बहुत जरूरी थी।
Inspired by Shoaib Akhtar's presence, youngsters bowled some of the fastest deliveries of all the trials.
जो मुझे सबसे खुशी हुई, मेरा काम जो आसान किया उन्होंने, वो फास्ट बॉलर्स ने किया और यहाँ बड़े तगड़े फास्ट बॉलर मिल रहे हैं।
The caravan then moved to the ever-inspiring Kashmir. Lahore Qalandars star bowler Salman Rashid, who was discovered in previous edition of the player development program, had already become an icon. The stadiums of Muzaffarabad and Mirpur witnessed some of the most crowded and energetic trials of the season. Some met their stars. Some touched their dreams. Others were not that lucky.
इससे बड़ा लोगों के अंदर एंथुजियाज्म, लोगों के अंदर जज्बा पैदा हुआ है। ये क्रिकेट की डेवलपमेंट के लिए और रियासत के अंदर खेलों की डेवलपमेंट के लिए एक बड़ा अहम रोल प्ले करेगा इनका यहाँ ये जो इनिशिएटिव है।
Lahore Qalandars talent wagon now entered Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, the province that has produced the most stylish cricketers for Pakistan. This was the first time that Lahore Qalandars were conducting trials in KP, and the result was surprising. Young cricketers from Aptabad and Mardan were excited and pumped up to bowl just the one ball or play a masterstroke in front of their heroes.
कुछ फास्ट बॉलर्स हैं, कुछ बैट्समैन हैं जो बहुत अच्छे नज़र आ रहे हैं। और ऐसे शहर में आके जो किसी भी वजह से थोड़ा सा कि जी नज़रअंदाज हुआ या इतनी फैसिलिटीज़ नहीं है या इतनी क्रिकेट नहीं है, वहाँ भी बच्चों को ये वाला शौक़ देख के कि जी बच्चे इस तरह के खेलते हैं कि ये हैरानकुन चीज़ है।
The player development program then entered the most remote trials venue, the city of Jamrud in the federally administrated tribal area. This again was the first cricketing trial in the region, so a great number of spectators accompanied the youngsters who were coming for trials. Youngsters were not very familiar with Urdu and the coaches and mentors with the local language. But this didn't cause any barriers in communication as their hearts spoke the same language, cricket.
ये बहुत अच्छी एक्टिविटी है। एक माशरे की सेहत तभी बनती है जिसमें स्पोर्ट्स को फ़रोग़ दिया जाए, और मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ इंशाअल्लाह कि इसके बड़े पॉजिटिव इफ़ेक्ट्स होंगे।
This was the time of unity, the time to celebrate the one identity, Pakistan. Qalandars celebrated Independence Day like they had never before. There were smiles and music, dance and joy, and the feeling of togetherness and unity.
तो आज का ये प्लेयर डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम इस लिहाज से बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट है कि 71वां यौम आज़ादी हम जमरूद शहर में ग्राउंड में मना रहे हैं।
After exploring the most unique and colorful bouquet of cricketing talents, the Lahore Qalandars Player Development Program now entered their first home, Punjab. The trial venues in Rawalpindi, Faisalabad, Gujranwala and Lahore saw some of the most flamboyant cricketers of all the trials. Most of them relied on speed, patience, class or hard work, while there were a few who had a blend of all. The medium pacer motor mechanic of Gujranwala, the hard hitter carpenter of Faisalabad, and the leg spinner T-boy of Mianwali are some examples of how Lahore Qalandars Player Development Program is shaping future of the youth in Pakistan.
हमारी चाय की दुकान है, तो मैं वहाँ काम करता था, चाय बनाता था, बर्तन धोता था, गरम 20-30 किलो के दूध के पतीले उठाता था। अब इस साल अम्मी ने कहा बेटा मैं तो ये देखना चाहती हूँ टीवी पे ट्रायल दे लाहौर के अंदर के। तो 9 अगस्त को अम्मी फोत होगी। अम्मी को जिगर कैंसर हो गया, जिगर दिमाग की बीमारी थी, 35 साल से लड़ रही थी दिमाग की बीमारी से। नहीं मेहनत करूँगा आगे जाऊँगा। 2 साल 16 में नाम नहीं आया, लैया में 16 में नहीं आया, सरगोदा 16 में नहीं आया, पिंडी 16 में नहीं आया। 2 साल लगा था। मैं इस साल फिर आया, मैं कहा नहीं मेहनत करनी है और इंशाअल्लाह लोग कहने लगी PDP की तरफ से पाकिस्तान PSL खेलना है।
For them, the player development program is their only hope to fulfill their dreams. This year, Faisalabad's youth was on fire. Every other youngster showed great potential, and there was one who surprised everyone. Mohammad Hafeez, a right-handed batsman, was a straightaway selection and he was going to make a mark in the upcoming tournament.
अगर लाहौर कलंदर मेरी ज़िंदगी में ना होता तो मैं बिल्कुल फ़ारग होता, किसी काम का ना होता। ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा ये कर लेता कि कोई सरकारी नौकरी के पीछे पड़ा रहता, वो भी किस्मत में पता नहीं मिलनी थी कि नहीं मिलनी थी। अब मुझे बहुत खुशी है, मैं बहुत खुश हूँ कि मैं लाहौर कलंदर के साथ जुड़ा हूँ।
While the teams for the PDB tournament were almost finalized, the miracles of revolutionary vision of Lahore Qalandars management were not over yet. The initiative this year also gave Pakistanis residing overseas to have their talents judged and appreciated. Yes, this year the tournament also featured Desi Qalandars. This again was first of its kind initiative. Pakistanis go overseas for better opportunities, but Lahore Qalandars turned the table around by inviting overseas Pakistanis to Pakistan for glorious future opportunity.
आपने जिस तरीके से बड़े साइंटिफिक तरीके से जो परदेशियों का टैलेंट हंट किया है और मैंने जो उधर बॉलिंग और बैटिंग देखी है तो मैं वाकई बहुत मुतासिर हुआ हूँ। मुझे उम्मीद है कि आप ये जो हीरे जवाहरात पाकिस्तान से बाहर बिखरे हुए हैं इनको इकट्ठा करके आप पाकिस्तान लाएं। ये पाकिस्तान की बहुत बड़ी खिदमत है।
The inclusion of Gilgit, Kashmir, KP, FATA and overseas Pakistani sent a strong message across the globe that the Lahore Qalandars Player Development Program is not just to promote the franchise or the game, rather to celebrate the passion of cricket that unites the country and to establish a program for young cricketers where they have fair and equal opportunity regardless of their geographical or ethnic backgrounds.
हमारे पास इतने रॉ टैलेंट आता है तो हम यहाँ किसी के साथ ज़्यादती नहीं कर सकते कि तो हम सारों का पूरे लाहौर कलंदर का हमारा ये है कि जी हमने किसी की भी सिफारिश नहीं सुननी, जो लड़का डिज़र्व करता है उसको लेके आएंगे। हालांकि ये बड़ा टफ है, बड़ा मुश्किल है, लेकिन इस पे हम बहुत सख्ती से अमल करने की कोशिश करते हैं।
After the selection of the final 8 teams and 23 nail-biting days, the scenic stadium in Muzaffarabad was all set for the Lahore Qalandars Player Development Program cricket tournament. The players were finally ready to make their mark and let the world see their talent. With sweating hands and beating hearts, the players entered the playground. The crowd was pumped and the energy was electrifying. The tournament was giving everyone a reason to celebrate. The management arranged surprise gifts and incentives for the crowd to give them more reasons to cheer. 4 teams were in action during the 3-day cricket festivity in the valley.
आपने चारों सूबों और आज़ाद कश्मीर और गिलगित बल्तिस्तान को यकजा कर दिया लाहौर कलंदर के अंदर, ये सबसे बड़ा आपका क्रेडिट है।
And then there was the time to salute a different category of heroes. Martyrs' families of Pakistan Armed Forces were given tribute on Pakistan's Defence Day. A humble effort of Qalandars to recognize the heroes who ensured that such initiatives and festivities are unhindered. After the very successful first stage of the tournament, it was now time for Lahoris to show their love for cricket. The historical Gaddafi Stadium echoed chants and slogans as players from remaining 4 teams made their entry. This was the stage these youngsters had always hoped for. The tournament witnessed some very inspirational individual performances.
प्लेयर डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम जो है आई थिंक इट्स अ वेरी गुड इनिशिएटिव और हमेशा की तरह जिस तरह हमने देखा है कि नेचुरल बॉर्न टैलेंट तो होता है, फिर उसको हार्नेस और नर्चर करना होता है, जो लाहौर कलंदर में प्लेयर डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम के नीचे किया जा रहा है।
Many players displayed great valor and potential. The tournament was a roller coaster of joy and emotions. The final was all set and the 2 teams were motivated to write their names in the history. It was a moment of pride and celebration for the crowd, even more than the team itself, as Lahore Qalandars defeated Faisalabad in a nail-biting contest. All the thrill and excitement of the matches were live telecasted on Jio Super for cricket lovers around the world.
कम से कम मैंने 40 साल यूरोप में भी गुजारे हैं, लेकिन मैंने कभी तारीख में 5 लाख लोगों को इकट्ठे करना, उनको खिलाना और तमाम सूबों से लोगों को लाना एक ऐसी बड़ी बात है जिसकी जितनी भी तारीफ की जाए कम है।
After the tournament, a 17-members team of the best players from the venture was selected to represent Lahore Qalandars squad in Abu Dhabi T20 tournament. For these 17 youngsters, the journey had just begun.
What a fantastic effort this is from the Lahore Qalandars. It's countrywide. It provides an opportunity for youngsters who would never have the kind of exposure that they're getting now. So well done, Lahore Qalandars. Your player development program is phenomenal.
Their next stop is Australia, where they would compete with some of Australia's best domestic teams. From street cricket of remote villages to professional coaching and international exposure within a span of just 6 months. This is how Lahore Qalandars are helping these youngsters to set the foundation for the glorious future. This is what's molding the cricketing phenomena in Pakistan. With such revolutionary steps taken by the Lahore Qalandars Play Development Program, it is hard to guess how this initiative will surprise the spectators next year. But one thing is for sure, Lahore Qalandars Play Development Program has opened horizons of fair opportunities for millions of Pakistani youngsters within a short span of 3 years. Lahore Qalandars is giving them a reason to dream. Our dream. the dream of Pakistan.